Hi everyone! This is going to be probably a kind of glum video, and I'm making this with my webcam because this was just constantly on my mind and I just wanted to make a video without doing all of the setup and everything. As you can tell by the title, this video is going to be about my cat. I'm sure you all know her, Reow Reow. She was in a lot of my videos, even like not necessarily always in the spotlight, but she was often in the background or off to the side just hanging out with me while I made my videos. Reow Reow has been very present on this channel, I think, so you have a right to know, and if she suddenly just disappeared and stopped being in videos and I didn't tell you why, it might seem a bit weird, and obviously that's that she's died. I guess you're probably mostly wondering how and when and why. She actually died on Christmas Eve, which really sucked. But also the reason that she died is because she was very sick, and I didn't tell you guys because it's just something I wanted to keep to myself at that point. So she had really advanced heart disease and possibly also a heart murmur and kidney problems. We found out a couple months ago she developed this really strange cough, and she would only do it sometimes, but then it became really frequent, so we took her to the vet for it, and that's when we found out about her heart problems. And the reason she was coughing was because of fluid that was building up in her lungs and everything due to her heart, and so she was basically like drowning in her own fluids, which is why she was coughing so much and so increasingly. Also, if you recall, you'd remember how Reow Reow was, her body was quite round, especially around the tummy area. We always thought that it was like, you know, just weight problems, like it was fat or something, but it didn't make sense because her diet was always very strict for that reason and very sensible. All of her portion sizes were like exact and everything. I measured it all out to, you know, what she needed and everything, so it didn't really make sense, aside from her having been a mum before, that she had such significant weight problems. And it turns out that it wasn't actually fat at all, it was fluid. It was fluid building up, like, I don't know, in her tummy and her abdomen. It was everywhere. And I know that it was everywhere because when she died and I was holding her in her little bag from the vet, it was a little calico bag, all I could feel was fluid. It was like holding a huge bag of water. If any of you guys have had pet fish before, when you take the fish home from the pet store and it's in a bag of water and you feel the water and it's like, you know what it feels like. It was like that on a really large scale, and it was like up in her shoulders, around her tummy. It was everywhere, and it was really horrible, and she was carrying that around with her for so long. Some days in particular she just seemed really miserable and sick. If you don't know, she also had arthritis in her hip, and that played a big part as well because she was already carrying so much weight from that fluid, and as the fluid kept building up it, like, you know, put more strain on her bones and her muscles and everything. So it made her limp a lot more, and near the end it got like really difficult for her to just get up on the bed or get down, and you know, any basic thing like that, and just walking was so difficult for her. She went on some fluid medication which only lasted for maybe 3 weeks at the most, not that long, and then she died. We really were hoping that she would kind of die by her own means, if that makes sense, and just, you know, wander off under a tree or something and just go off peacefully, but that didn't happen. We had to get a vet to help out because she was getting so ill, and with it coming up to Christmas and it getting really hot, she really wouldn't have liked it at all. Also, if we decided not to put her down on Christmas Eve, then if it got worse we would have to wait until all of the public holidays after Christmas were over, and that could have made it potentially worse. So that's what's happened. She has a really lovely little grave site, I guess, out the back. I'll put in some little clips of it, but she's got lots of pretty flowers and little mushrooms, and we finally got her a little gravestone today from a garden centre. I just need to get her a little engraved brass plaque to stick on it because that would be pretty fancy rather than just writing on it with Sharpie like I've done for the meantime. The other thing I wanted to mention, just because, you know, it's my hobby and a lot of you are subscribed to me because of this hobby, because you're into that stuff too, I do plan on eventually keeping her bones. she's buried for the meantime because obviously it's just what's best and easiest for both, you know, burial rites and also the process of cleaning bones. So trying to mix practicality of, you know, oddity collecting and bone cleaning and the like with the burial rites of your pet is just, I've never done this before for a pet, so it was kind of strange for me, but it also feels really special. Like, I don't plan to put her back together or anything, her bones. I'm just gonna clean them up and have them in a little coffin, I think, like on my shelf or something, and it'll pretty much work the same as if she was still in her little grave. I'll still put little flowers and stuff there for her. It's all good if you're not really into that kind of thing, like, that's cool. But just be respectful in the comments, please. Like, I know it's not everyone's thing, but, you know, it's not hurting anyone, and it's out of complete utter respect because of how much I love her, and it's just my way of dealing with it, and everyone has their own ways of dealing with death, and you know, I'm not forcing anyone else to do it, so, you know. A couple of people have been asking though whether I'm gonna get any more pets in the future, and I do plan to. I'm gonna get another cat at some point. Obviously never ever replacing Reow Reow, there's no cat out there like her. So I'm really set on getting a rescue black cat, and I don't want it to be a kitten because kittens are too much work. So I want to get like an adult black cat, and also because since people are all still weirdly superstitious about black cats, they're like the last to get adopted out, and the same with black dogs, which is really sad. So I also feel like I'll be kind of doing the best I can to save a little life by adopting one. So also black cats just look rad, like I love black cats. Having said all that, it's probably not going to be for at least a couple months, but we'll just see. Yeah, but that's it. I think I've rambled for long enough now and you get the picture. So oh, last thing I wanted to say with Reow Reow, I decided to make a little dream catcher of her. I'll put in a clip of it because I don't have it here with me, but it's kind of a work in progress, but she helped me make it. I made it on the last evening that I had her with me, and then the morning she was going to die. That was with all of the wrapping around the border, if that makes sense, none of the actual netting bit, but she sat with me while I did all of that, which was really nice, and she smooched it and put her little paws on it and stuff, and it was special. Oh, and also, where is it? I got this necklace. I already had this, which is a lapis lazuli, but I got this little cat charm that looks heaps like Reow Reow. You probably can't see it with this shitty webcam, but I put the two together. I've been wearing this every day ever since she died, like I wore it on the day that she died as well. But anyway, that's enough rambling now. I've rambled for like 18 minutes. I'm gonna have to really work on cutting this down. And also, this is my cuddle buddy since I don't have a cat. His name is Norbert. I got him for Christmas from my mum, and he's a pillow pet. And I love him. He's a wonderful cuddler, especially when you're sad. Okay, I'm going now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, and videos will be back to their normal quality next week. He's up there,
Are you making Scarlet? So cute.
Who is it, Rin? Who is it? Oh, sweet. Oh, he's a good helper. Where's your foot? Those are your paws. Oh. Little baby.
And check out her ears.
Ears? These ears? Oh, okay. Just put spit on it. That's fine. Do you like it? Oh, okay.
You pull your teeth out. doesn't swivel when, okay? Okay, there you go.
There we go, Rin.
Is that good, Rin?